Technologies and defense stocks have continued to be in focus, and more so now in looking forward to the visit of Russian President Vladimir Putin towards the end of this week. We have been joined by Ashok Atluri, who is the chairman and managing director at Zen Technologies, on the show. Mr. Atluri, good morning. Thank you for joining in. You've completed 4 strategic acquisitions recently, as for your company, is what I'm reading right now. If you could tell us how much are these strategic acquisitions going to benefit you, if they are going to benefit you this year in terms of the P&L, and if not, by when do they start accruing into your balance sheet?
So the companies that we have acquired, two of the one is ARI simulation. They are into naval simulation, and I think they've already started contributing significantly to our both to bottom line and top line. And there are other companies like AI Turing, which we expect to start contributing in the current year. There are a couple of other companies like TISA and which is a loitering munitions company. The other is Vector Techniques, which is into subcomponents and engines for drones. We expect them to start contributing next financial year.
Could you give us a sense on how much Vector Techniques and Bhairav Robotics would contribute to your overall sales? Largely because when you had acquired them, initially put money into them, Vector Technologies had practically zero revenue, as did Bhairav Robotics. So if you could give us a sense on how those businesses are now scaling up, and at what level will they start contributing to the revenue?
So, they will be I'll not hazard a guess, but next year they'll start contributing. And what we have been insisting on is the products that they make should be unique and the first time in India. And the value addition should be significant so that, R&D is enabled with the margins that we have. So, but the exact, probably, by early next year, we should have some figures in hand.
Have any proof of concepts around? Have you, signed any letters of intent?
Yeah, I mean, the demonstrations are going on for AI Turing has been demonstrating the remote control weapon stations, and we expect them to contribute in the current year itself. But so that is going on, and in the meantime, we are going to attend US world's largest simulation exhibition in US, where we are looking to showcase our products, which is an outreach for the exports at this point in time. And we find it very, very interesting because what has happened in US is a dramatic shift from earlier slow paced procurement. Now they're moving very, very fast. In fact, there are 12 agencies. They have collapsed them into 6 agencies called Program Acquisition Executives. And which is what is really good for Zen Technologies is that earlier they would insist on a huge presentation paperwork for shortlisting companies, and this would be all talk and no walk in the sense. But now they are saying, but if you have a product, please come and demonstrate. If you like, we will buy it, and then if we after buying, we'll test it out. If you like it, we'll scale it up. So this is huge for companies like Zen Technologies, because we are completely self-funded R&D, and we are looking at really scaling up in US and for both US and NATO markets. So this begins a very big opportunity, and this is borne out by their experience with in the US setup. They have seen companies like Lockheed, Boeing tied up with NASA, and for 20 years doing cost plus basis R&D, but not flying a single rocket. And then they saw a company with skin in the game, self-funding the R&D and saying, pay me only if my rocket flies. SpaceX. So, we see the SpaceX advantage. So
got that, Mr. Atluri.
Actual reality. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt there, but, you've got this contract of 108 crores from the government for the supply of tank crew gunnery training simulators. Just give us a sense of what ordering activity in the second half will look like. The first half has been pretty weak. Where do you think you'll end FY26 with?
So I think the two things which were happening, one is the procurement was going on for the regular orders. And then what happened suddenly was when operation, the crisis happened, Operation Sindoor crisis. After post that, the regular procurement was slowed down, and much focus was given on the emergency procurement, which we expect to conclude in a month's time. And so the regular orders that we were expecting around September never materialized. But, they have started materializing. In a couple of them, we have got it already. But overall, I think the second half will be heavy with the orders. And we have already started getting this, not only the 108, but, we got the, for the anti-drone system, almost 300 plus crores. One was a repeat, or order to upgrade the existing system. The second was for the hard kill. So, really, really cutting edge orders in anti-drone system and simulators also, for the tank simulator, etc. We expect the simulator orders to scale up as we speak.
So in that case, Mr. Atluri, if you're expecting these orders to scale up, where do you end FY26 in terms of revenues and margins, and the same for FY27 as well?
So, what, at this point of time, we are not exactly going year-wise, but, what I can say is this, that, we were expecting a cumulative turnover of 6,000 crores plus over 26, 27, 28. But 26, unfortunately, will be very muted year because of the various reasons that I've shared just now. But, what we think is both for 27 and 28, we will be able to make up the difference and try to deliver the, the total figure that we had envisaged.
All right, we take that point. So FY26 to 28, that 6,000 crore now shifts to 27 and 28 and not beyond 28, right?
Yeah.
All right, take that point. So next 2 years have a lot to do, weightlifting of almost 3,000 crores every year in terms of top line. Now, will that be front-ended or back-ended?
Again, what I'm saying is 6,000 crores for the 3 years. So whatever we do this year, you have to take it out. And the remaining, whatever are left out of the 6,000 will be achieved in 27 and 28. So, again, I probably it will, both years will be maybe, I think 27 would definitely be not as big as 28.
All right, take that point. Thank you, Mr. Atluri, for joining in. We take a short break. On the other side, our big story, the rupee has breached the 90 mark as against the dollar for the first time at an all-time low. What impacts could it create on sectors? We'll discuss that. Stay with us.